Okay, now let us solve the fifth part of question number 4. Fifth part of question number 4 says, so question number 4, fifth part says 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Now, in this equation we need to split this middle term minus 20x such that the addition or subtraction will become minus 20x and multiplication should become 100x square into 1, that is 100x square. Okay, we want 100x square. Now we can see that 100x square is a positive term. If 100x square is a positive term, then definitely this should be split in such a way that the two terms obtained should add up. Okay, मतलब पॉजिटिव है, यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट पॉजिटिव है, then definitely एडिशन करना है. Okay, so we have minus 20x. minus 20x को इस तरह से split करना है that two terms obtained are getting added. दो terms जो हमें यहाँ से obtain होंगे they should add up. Now this minus 20x can be splitted in multiple ways. But हमारे लिए कौन से important है? Let us check them. How we can check them? We will find the factors of this 100. हम इस 100 के factors पता करते हैं. This 100 can be written as 1 into 100, or it can be written as 5 into 20, or it can be written as 4 into 25, or it can be written as 10 into 10. Okay, so we have four different factors of this 100. 1 into 100. 1 into 100 करने पे 100 आता है, लेकिन 1 plus 100 करने पे minus 20x नहीं आता. Okay, minus 20 नहीं आता, और we can say 20 नहीं आता. 5 into 20 करने पे 100 आ रहा है, लेकिन क्या 5 और 20 को ऐड करने पे 20 आता है? No. 5 plus 20 is not 20. Then 4 into 25 करने पे 100 आता है, लेकिन क्या 4 plus 25 करने पे 20 आता है? No. It will give you 29 but not 20. Similarly 10 into 10 करने पे 100 आता है. क्या 10 plus 10 करने पे 20 आता है? Yes. 10 plus 10 definitely will give you 20. So this should be the value. It means, so minus 20x को जो मुझे split करना है, I will split it like this, minus 10x and minus 10x. Why I have put minus in front of 10x? Because the sum should be minus 20x, not 20x. If the sum is 20x, then I will write plus 10x and plus 10x. But the sum is negative, sum is minus 20x. That's why minus 10x and minus 10x. So you will find that minus 10x and minus 10x will give you minus 20x, and minus 10x into minus 10x will give you 100x square. So I need to split this equation. 100x square minus 10x plus 1 is equals to 0. So from this equation I can take 10x as common. In bracket it will be 10x minus 1. So minus 1 as common, then 10x minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay. Now from this I can get 10x minus 1 as common, and in the second bracket it will be 10x minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, 10x minus 1 and 10x minus 1 is equals to 0. Now from this either 10x minus 1 is equals to 0 or 10x minus 1 is equals to 0. You will get x is equals to 1 by 10. This is one expression, and from the second expression x is equals to again 1 by 10. So x is equals to 1 by 10 and x is equals to 1 by 10. Both are the values of x which are roots of this quadratic equation, and you will find that these two values are same. Hence I will say that this quadratic equation has only one root. Okay, it will going to have only one root, that is x is equals to 1 upon 10. This is the only root possible for this quadratic equation. So in this way we need to solve this question. Now let us move to sixth part of question number 4. So we have completed the fifth part of question number 4. Now let us solve the sixth part. The sixth part of question number 4 says 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equals to 0. So 2x square minus x plus 8 plus 1 by 8 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation and we need to find its roots or solutions. We can see that the constant term available in this quadratic equation is a fraction. Okay, the constant term is a fraction, but it is very difficult to solve fractions. किसी quadratic equation में अगर fraction आता है तो उसके zeros find out करने में by the method of factorization or by any other method हमें बड़ी दिक्कत होती है, बड़ी problem आती है. इसीलिए we will first remove this fraction. हम इस fraction को हटाने की कोशिश करते हैं. How we can remove this fraction? You can see in this quadratic equation that if I multiply this quadratic equation by 8, okay, because denominator में 8 दिख रहा है, तो अगर मैं इस quadratic equation को 8 से multiply कर दूं तो ये 1 upon 8 वाला expression हट जाएगा. So by multiplying by 8, if I multiply this equation by 8, what it will become? 8 times 2x square minus x plus 1 upon 8 is equals to 0. इस तरह से, because 8 अगर इस तरफ मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है तो इक्वेशन के अगर LHS में कुछ चेंज करेंगे तो इक्वेशन के RHS में भी उतना ही चेंज करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स वाई यहाँ पे हमने 8 का मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. So if I multiply this by 8, 8 into 2 will give you 16x square, 8 into minus x will give you minus 8x, and 8 into 1 upon 8 will give you 1 is equals to 0. So this will be our quadratic equation that is formed by multiplying the given equation with 8. Okay, इसको 8 से multiply करा तो ये equation आ गया. Now we will going to find the roots of this equation. Why? Because the roots of this equation and the roots of this equation will be similar. 8 के मल्टीप्लाई करने से इन दोनों इक्वेशंस के रूट में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा. इक्वेशन के रूट्स तो वही रहेंगे. ओके, इक्वेशन के रूट्स में कभी भी चेंज नहीं आता. ओके, सो लेट अस सॉल्व दिस इक्वेशन. वी हैव minus 8x as the middle term. And what is the product of two terms? 16x square into 1 means 16x square. Again you can see that 16x square एक positive expression है, ये positive है. It means minus 8x को जब हम split करेंगे तब दो terms add होने चाहिए. तो add दो terms कैसे होने चाहिए? add up होने चाहिए. Now 16x square में 16 को factorize करके देखते हैं. 16 को factorize करेंगे, so 16 can be written as 1 into 16, 16 can be written as 2 into 8, 16 can be written as 4 into 4. Okay, these are the three methods जैसे हम 16 लिख सकते हैं. और minus 8x. Okay, now minus 8x में 8 को ध्यान से देखते हैं. 1 into 16 करने पे 16 आ रहा है, 16x square आ रहा है, लेकिन 1 plus 16 करने पे 8 नहीं आता. 1 plus 16 करने पे तो 17 आ जाता है. इट मीन्स हम ये वाला टर्म तो नहीं ले सकते. 2 into 8 करने पे 16 आता है, 8 to the 16 होता है, लेकिन 2 plus 8 करने पे 8 नहीं आता. 2 plus 8 करने पे तो 10 आ जाता है. तो इट मीन्स ये वाला एक्सप्रेशन भी नहीं ले सकते. देन 4 into 4 करने पे 16 आता है, 4 plus 4 करने पे 8 आता है, लेकिन ये 8x कैसा है? minus 8x. इट मीन्स I will write this minus 8x as minus 4x and minus 4x. Okay, so minus 4x and minus 4x. It means our equation will become 16x square minus 4x and minus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, 16x square minus 4x and minus 4x. So let us solve this equation. 16x square minus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. From this expression I can take 4x as common. In bracket it is 4x minus 1, and from this expression minus 1 as common, so in bracket it will be 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. Now from this expression 4x minus 1 is common and 4x minus 1 is common, this is equals to 0. Okay, 4x minus 1 and 4x minus 1, this is equals to 0. From this either 4x minus 1 is equals to 0 or 4x minus 1 is equals to 0, and by solving this x is equals to 1 upon 4, and here also we will get x is equals to 1 upon 4. So what we can see? We can see that this quadratic equation has only one root, then what that one root is 1 upon 4. So quadratic equation has only one root, okay, or one solution, and that is x is equals to 1 upon 4. So in this manner we can solve any quadratic equation by the method of factorization. But there are some equations for which the factorization process is very difficult. कुछ ऐसी quadratic equations होती हैं जहाँ पर factorization लगाना आसान नहीं है, factorization apply करना बड़ा difficult होता है. So हम उन equations को factorization method से solve नहीं कर सकते, उनके लिए हमें दूसरे methods को develop करना होगा. So we will learn those methods also. हम different methods of solving a quadratic equation इस चीज पे डिस्कस करेंगे. यहाँ पर हमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 कंप्लीट कर लिया है. सो दिस इज द 6th पार्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 एंड वी हैव कंप्लीटेड दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. सो फर्स्ट इसे नोट कर लीजिए, देन वी विल कंटिन्यू अवर डिस्कशन. Okay, so till now we have discussed about the factorization method of solving the quadratic equation, finding the roots, the solutions of the quadratic equation, and we have discussed some of the examples how to determine the roots by factorization method, that is by splitting the middle term. Now this method is applicable to quadratic equations, only those quadratic equations for which the middle term can be split easily. Okay, जिसमें middle term बड़ी आसानी से split हो जाती है, सिर्फ वहीं पर हम इस मेथड को अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. बट कुछ ऐसी क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस भी होती हैं जिनमें मिडिल टर्म को स्प्लिट करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फाइंड द स्प्लिट द टू टर्म्स आफ्टर द स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ द मिडिल टर्म. ये चीज डिटरमाइन करना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. तो इसीलिए फैक्टराइजेशन के अलावा भी बहुत सारे मेथड्स होते हैं जिन मेथड्स के बेसिस पे हम मिडिल टर्म को स्प्लिट करे बिना कुछ और मेथड से उस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के सॉल्यूशंस फाइंड आउट कर लेते हैं. सो इस मेथड्स को, इन तरह के मेथड्स को डिस्कस करने के पहले लेट अस डिस्कस सम ऑफ द वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स फॉर द क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन and solve them with the help of factorization method. Okay, I am going to solve some of the word problems which are based on quadratic equations and finding the solutions of those quadratic equations with the help of factorization method. So you can see in the practice sheet I will going to discuss question number 5, 6, 7 and 8. All these 4 questions are based on quadratic equations and solving them by factorization methods. इन क्वेश्चंस में जिन इक्वेशंस को आप देखेंगे वो सभी इक्वेशंस इसी तरह की होंगी सच दैट उन्हें हम फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड से सॉल्व आउट कर सके. ओके, सो लेट अस फर्स्ट डिस्कस क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 says find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay, so question number 5 says find two numbers whose sum is 27. Okay, so there are two numbers whose sum is 27 and whose product is 182. So question number 5, we have two numbers in this question. The two numbers have a sum of 27. So I will say let one number be x. Okay, let us say the first number is x and let second number be, let other number be y. So one is x and one is y, we have two numbers and the condition given is that sum of these two numbers, that is x plus y, is equals to 27. That is sum of two numbers is given as 27. So the sum of two numbers is 27, then one more condition is given and that condition is the product of two numbers is 182. Okay, so product of two numbers means x into y is given as 182. Okay, now how to solve this question? From this equation x plus y is equals to 27, I can write the value of y as y is equals to 27 minus x. Okay, it means अगर पहला नंबर x है तो दूसरा नंबर में y की जगह पे 27 minus x भी assume कर सकता हूँ. It's very simple. If I have two numbers, their sum is 10. So if one number is x, the other number is definitely 10 minus x. In similar manner, sum is 27, so one is x, then other is 27 minus x. It's very simple. Now, this value of y can be substituted in this equation, x into y is equals to 182. So I will get x into 27 minus x is equals to 182. Okay. Now further solving this, 27x minus x square is equals to 182. So further simplifying this, I can write it as x square minus 27x plus 182 is equals to 0. Okay, so 27x और minus x square को उधर ले जाते हैं, that is RHS में लेके जाते हैं. So this will become x square minus this 27x will become minus 27x and 182 will remain as it is 182. So we have one quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is this one, x square minus 27x and plus 182. So let us try to solve this quadratic equation by the method of factorization. So our quadratic equation is x square minus 27x plus 182 equals to 0. Now, how we need to solve this quadratic equation? By which method? Definitely by factorization. Factorization method के लिए what we need to do? We need to split this middle term in such a way that the two terms obtained will become the sum of the two terms or difference of two terms should become minus 27x and the product of the two terms should become 182x square. So I want 182x square as the product of two terms. So what is the number? It is minus 27x. Now you can see that this 182x square is a positive number. यह एक positive number है. इसका मतलब जब मैं minus 27x को split करूँगा, so the two terms that will be obtained should have same sign. That is, if one term is negative, other has to be negative. If one term is positive, the other term also has to be positive. Okay? So it means जो दो terms आनी चाहिए, उन दोनों terms का addition होना चाहिए, ना कि subtraction होना चाहिए. So now let us check this 182x square. So focus on 182. 182 can be written as this is 9 into 1 into 3. Okay, you can simply see that this 182 is divisible by 3. It will give you 91. okay, sorry, not 91. It is divisible by 2, so you will get 2 into 91. This 91 into 2. Now 91 into 2, if I split this 91 also, 91 is what? It is 13 7s are 91. So in place of 91, I can write 13 into 7 into 2. Now if I multiply these two, 7 into 2, so this will become, so this 182 can be written as 13 into 14. Okay, or this 182 can be written as 26 into 7, because I have 3 terms in this 182, 2, 7 and 13. So taking any 2 terms, okay, by clubbing any 2 terms and the one as individual, for example here 13 कैसे आया, 13 as it is और 7 into 2 14, यहाँ पर 2 as it is और 7 into 13 is 91, यहाँ पर 7 as it is और 26 3 into 13 is 26. So we have these 3 different combinations. Okay, now let us check. 91 into 2 will give you 182, but 91 plus 2 will not give you 27. It means this is not possible. Second, 13 into 14 will give you 182, and 13 plus 14, yes, it will give you 27. So we will going to use this factorization. Okay, this one 13 into 14. Hence I can write minus 27x as minus 13x minus 14x. Okay, minus 13x and minus 14x. Now solving this equation, by splitting the middle term, this equation will become x square minus 13x minus 14x and plus 182 is equals to 0. Now taking x common, x minus 13 and minus 14 common, x minus 13, this is equals to 0. Okay, this is equals to 0. Then x minus 13 इसमें से common आ जाएगा, so in bracket it will be x minus 14. This is equals to 0. So what does this mean? The product of two linear polynomials is equals to 0. It means either one of the polynomial, either this one is 0 or this one is 0. If this one is 0, x minus 13 is equals to 0, then the value obtained for x will be equals to 13. And if x is equals to this, x minus 14 is equals to 0, then the value obtained for x will be equals to 14. So x का value एक बार 13 आता है, x का value एक बार 14 आता है. Now observing this, x is equals to 13. अगर x 13 होता है, then what will be the value of y? You can see x is 13 and y is what? Y is basically 27 minus x. So 27 minus 13 will give you 14. Okay, and if x is equals to 14, then what will be the value of y? Again, to calculate value of y, you can use this identity, this relation, y is equals to 27 minus x. So y is equals to 27 minus 14. So what it will give? It will give y is equals to 13. Okay, so the two numbers are, you can see, either 13 14 or 14 13. So it doesn't matter in which sequence I am writing these numbers. Finally I will say that the two numbers obtained, the two numbers obtained are 13 and 14. Okay, 13 and 14 are the two numbers. So this is the answer for question number 5. This is the answer for question number 5. You can see this question is not at all difficult. It just contains a word problem which we have converted mathematically like this, and finally we have applied the factorization method to determine the final answer. Okay, so in this way we have solved question number 5 from the practice sheet. Now let us discuss question number 6. Question number 6 says, find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Okay, so in this question it is given that you need to find two consecutive positive integers. What are consecutive integers? Consecutive means adjacent integers. Okay, for example 5. The consecutive integer for 5 is 6. Then consecutive integer for 6 is 7. Just plus 1. Okay. So in this manner I need to determine the two consecutive integers which are positive. Okay. So two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. So question number 6. Let one integer be, let first integer be x. If first integer is x, then what is the second integer? Then the other integer will be x plus 1. Okay, the other integer will definitely be x plus 1. For example 5 is a number. अब मुझे 5 के अगला इंटीजर 5 का consecutive integer पता करना है. So what I will do? I will simply add 1 to this 5 and it will give you 6. So 6 is the consecutive integer of 5. Similarly 6 के आगे consecutive integer, so 6 का consecutive integer will be 7 and the sequence will go on. Okay. So in similar manner, if x is a number, x is a positive integer that I have assumed, then other positive integer will be x plus 1. Okay. Now it says that the sum of whose squares. Okay. So the two consecutive integers are x and x plus 1. Now the sum of their squares. Sum of their squares means I have to square both the positive integers individually and the sum of their squares. So what is the square of first integer? It will be x square. And what is the square of second integer? It will be x plus 1 whole square. So the question says that x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equals to 365. Okay, 365 will be the square of both the numbers. Now simplifying this, it will give you x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 365. Now further simplifying it, it will give you 2x square then plus 2x minus 364 equals to 0. Okay, हमने क्या करा, RHS से इस 365 को LHS में शिफ्ट किया. So 1 minus 365 will give you minus 364. It's simple. Then 2x square plus 2x minus 364. Now if I divide this equation by 2, why I am dividing this by equation by 2? I can see that the coefficients of all the terms, that is coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and constant term, all are divisible by 2. Since they are divisible by 2, I can further simplify this equation. How can I simplify this? Divide by 2. So if I divide this equation by 2, I will get a final equation. That equation will be x square plus x minus, now when you divide 364 by 2, you will get 182 equals to 0. Okay, this will give you 182 equals to 0. And just now we have solved 182. This 182 is what? It is 19 into 2, 13 into 14 and 26 into 7. I can see that the product of first term and the last term is minus 182 x square. Now since this product is a negative, it means when I split these two terms, the two terms should subtract. So I can see this 182 when broken into two parts, it will give you 91 into 2. So when subtracting 91 and 2, you will not get 1 or x. Okay, by subtracting 13 and 14, yes, you will get 1. It means I can split this expression as x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equals to 0. Now why it is plus 14x and minus 13x? Because I want plus x. If I write other way, that is minus 14x and plus 13x, then it will give you minus x. But I want plus x. That's why I have written this as 14x minus 13x. Now solving this, you will get x as common in bracket x plus 14 and minus 13 as common in bracket x plus 14 is equals to 0. So it will give you x plus 14 and x minus 13 equals to 0. Now what I can deduce from this relation? This relation will give you that x is equals to either minus 14 or x is equals to 13. So इस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करके हमारे पास दो वैल्यूज आती हैं, एक आता है x is equals to minus 14 and the other equation is other value is x is equals to 13. Now which value to choose? हम कौन सी वैल्यू को चूज करेंगे, हम किस वैल्यू को नेग्लेक्ट करेंगे? क्या हम दोनों को चूज कर लेंगे, क्या दोनों को नेग्लेक्ट कर देंगे, या फिर एक को चूज करेंगे एक को नेग्लेक्ट करेंगे? By reading the question very very carefully, you will find that question says two consecutive positive integers. So what I want? I want two consecutive positive integers. Since the two consecutive are positive integers, it means I cannot take x as minus 14, okay, because the integer is a positive. It means x is equals to minus 14 is not the value that I am searching for. I am searching for x is equals to 13. So I will consider only this value, x is equals to 13. So if one positive integer is 13, then what will be the other positive integer? Other positive integer will be x plus 1, that is 13 plus 1, 14. So this is the answer for question number 6. So in this manner we need to solve this question. Question में सबसे ज़्यादा ट्रिक यहीं पे थी, बाकी सब क्वेश्चन में इजी था. You can easily determine the quadratic equation. You know how to solve the quadratic equation. But which answer to choose is the basic question in this problem. You can see x is minus 14 and x is 13. I am neglecting x is equals to minus 14 because we want positive integers only. Hence x is equals to minus 14 is discarded. We have used only x is equals to 13. So in this manner we need to solve the question number 6. So we have solved question number 6. So first इसे note कर लीजिए, then we will continue.